favorites. I just spit there. Favorites of 2011. Yay! I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Showing you some of my favorites from 2011, and then I'm also going to be showing you some of my new favorites from December. So I really hope y'all enjoyed this video, and let's get started. Okay, so starting out with my beauty favorites. These two lip glosses here are by Maybelline, and they're called City Shimmer, and do they shimmer? They have a ton of glitterful shimmer to them, and this one here I've been wearing over my lipsticks lately, and this just gives your lipsticks an extra glittery shimmer to them, and this was perfect to wear for the holidays. So these were definitely a December favorite. And then this one here was a great color to wear during the holidays because it's really Christmassy and dark. It's sort of fall-ish and winter-ish. And this one here also has a ton of shimmer in it, so that's one of the reasons why I love it. You know, I love glitterful stuff, so. Okay, so for my next beauty favorite, I've really been loving this L'Oreal True Match foundation, and the color that I use is in Nude Beige W3. And one of the reasons why I love this foundation so much is, first off, it's a drugstore foundation that gives excellent coverage, and it doesn't feel all pancakey on your face, and it feels super light. So that's one of the main reasons why it's a #1 favorite right now. Alright, so my next beauty favorite is definitely this Almay Bright Eyes, and this is sort of like a concealer slash eye brightener, and it's in the color, I believe, let's just say super light, because I have really light skin, and whenever I need to cover up my dark circles, I definitely need an extra light concealer. And you can put this on your eyes as an eye base or an eye primer, or you can put it on your dark circles, and I'm like pretending like I'm putting it on. But you can put it on your dark circles, and it completely makes them disappear, and it just makes you look more awake, and it makes your eyes brighter, and I just really, really love it. Okay, so for my next beauty favorite, this one actually comes from a glitter critter of mine, and she sent me this as a gift this Christmas, and her name is Gift-A-Girl on YouTube. It's youtube.com/giftagirl, and she said that I won a contest because she really loves the fact that I give things away and I'm really generous to everyone. And I've been using this, and this is the Sephora Breast Cancer Awareness Compact, and let me show you what's in it. So on the top you get, let's see, 8 different shades of eyeshadows right here. And then in the center, look, it opens up a second time, and you also get lip colors there, and that was just so awesome. When I opened this, I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. And then on the bottom, you get blushes, and this is perfect to just throw in your purse and go. And I absolutely love this, and I just want to say thank you, Gift-A-Girl, for sending this to me. Okay, so for my next beauty favorite, this is the Lots of Lashes by Great Lash and Maybelline. I guess Maybelline Great Lash, Lots of Lashes. But this is really, really awesome, and I think this is sort of like a replica of the Lancome Doll Lashes Mascara, and it has a dome-like brush. I guess you would say dome. I'm not really sure, but it's kind of poofy at the bottom, and then at the top it gets smaller. And I didn't really know this at first, but I thought this was black, but it's actually brown black because I was looking at it and I was like, oh my goodness, this does not look like black, and it actually looked kind of gray. So I looked on it and it says brownish black on it. I'm like, but it actually looks black. So this is definitely one of my huge favorites. Okay, so for my last makeup favorite, I have been in love with my Metal Mania palette from Coastal Scents. And I have to say that I've used this palette probably more than I've used all the other ones. I think it's mostly because it has a ton of neutral shades in it, and it doesn't just have all shimmery metal tones, it has some matte shades, and I just love all of the colors in it. I think I've used it in at least 3 tutorials since I've gotten it, and I also showed it to you in my Christmas haul, and it's just such an awesome palette. And I would definitely recommend this if you're looking for some really pretty, shimmery, neutral, natural-like tones, because it's this is another one that came from one of my awesome glitter critters, and she sent it to me for Christmas this year, and her name is Candy Lover 1, and I just want to say thank you so much because this is the most delicious smelling body wash I have ever smelled, and this is Victoria's Secret Bombshell Body Wash, and when I smell it, I just think of like sort of flowers and cologne. If you were to mix flowers and cologne together, you would get this body wash, and it smells so heavenly. I mean, it's a delicious smell. If y'all have never smelled this before, you should go into a Victoria's Secret and smell it because it smells so good. So thanks again, Candy Lover 1. You're so sweet for sending me this because I love it. Okay, so for my next favorite, this is also a really sweet smelling good favorite, and this is the Pink Sugar Perfume, and I picked this up in the Sephora store in JCPenney when I was going Christmas shopping for my mom, and I got some free samples from the counter, and I have to say, this smells exactly like cotton candy. It smells so delicious. You've ever smelled the cotton candy machines at the fair? That's exactly what this smells like. This is one of my new favorites for sure. Okay, so for my next favorite, this is more of a hair favorite, and this is the... hang on, I got a bubble. Okay, so for my next favorite, this is a hair favorite, and this is the Thermal Shine Heat Protecting Spray, and I have to say that this stuff works amazing. I used it in my New Year's Eve hairstyle video, and it just makes your hair shape so well with any kind of hot tools. If you straighten your hair or if you curl your hair, it just does an amazing job. And it also makes your hair extremely shiny and silky and smooth, and it just adds an extra glitterful thing to it. That made absolutely no sense, but I'm pretty sure you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so for my last beauty favorite, this is a nail polish favorite, and this is Frenzy by Sinful Colors, and I thought it was by OPI at first because I had a few people asking me, what did I have on my nails in my Christmas haul, and I thought it was OPI, but I could barely see the name on it, but it's by Sinful Colors, and I picked this up at Walgreens for around $1.20, something like that, and it's just such a pretty color for such an inexpensive price, and that's one of the reasons why it made it into my favorites video. Okay, so moving on to my non-beauty favorites. These are my yummy favorites, of course, and I'm pretty sure y'all gonna be like, wow, this girl is such a little piglet because she has so many yummy favorites. And my first yummy favorite is my spicy ranch. I eat this with all of my fries, and I always have to have those little tater rounds, and they're sort of like tater tots, but they're little round thingamabobbers, and I always eat them with my my cheeseburgers or my fish, and I always have to dip them in my spicy ranch and ketchup at the same time. It is so good. If you've never tried this, you definitely need to try it because it is delicious. Okay, so for my next yummy favorite, I have really been loving these Zapps Voo Doo limited edition potato chips, and I'm pretty sure y'all are like, what in the world are you talking about, Voo Doo? But really, this is called Voo Doo, and as you can see on the bag, it has little voodoo dolls all over it. And Zapps are actually manufactured here in Louisiana. I believe it says on the back, Gramercy, Louisiana. And these are the most delicious chips you'll ever eat, and they're made with a lot of Cajun spices, and not to mention they're kettle cooked, so they have that extra crunch to them, and they're just so delicious. Okay, so for my next yummy favorite, my most yummiest favorite in the world, it is my Lay's barbecue potato chips, and I swear I'm addicted to them. And they just have this delicious crunchiness to them, and they're like salty and sweet, and I really love salty and sweet, so I think that's one of the reasons why I love them so much. And I believe that these will always be a favorite. You might see these in almost every single favorite video ever. Next favorite is gonna be my favorite song of the month, and I've been listening to a lot of oldies lately, and I love oldies. I love old time rock and roll more than I love the new age stuff, and I know I kind of sound like an old person or something. I have been listening to House of the Rising Sun by The Animals, so I have to say that that is one of my favorite songs this month, or for 2011 that is, probably for my entire life because I've always loved that song. So House of the Rising Sun is definitely one of my all-time favorite songs. Okay, so for my next favorite, it is my favorite TV show of the month, and that would be probably Teen Mom 2 because they just came out with their new season and I'm obsessed with Teen Mom and Teen Mom 2. And I've also been watching a lot of Wild Boys on Netflix, and I don't know if y'all have ever seen Wild Boys, but it aired in like 2005 to 2006 and it's so hilarious. It has the guys from Jack Butt. Jack Butt. I don't want to say the actual word, but you know what I'm talking about. And they are pretty much on a show, Steve-O and Chris Pontius, and they do a lot of really funny stuff with animals, and it's just so hilarious. So you really should check it out if you want to. Okay, so for my next favorite, it is my favorite YouTube video. And so my favorite YouTube video for December would have to be by Totally Sketch, and it featured Shane Dawson, and it was called It's Over. And it was so hilarious. Shane Dawson came in on the motorcycle and he like whipped his hair like this and he was looking all cute and everything. And it was just so hilarious. So if you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out, and I'll link it below so that way you could go watch it. But it is so funny. I'll warn you, it's extremely funny. Okay, so for my last favorite, this is one of my new favorites that I added to my favorites video, and I also featured it in my last favorites video. And that is my favorite video game of the month, and my favorite video game of the month is Skyrim! What a shocker, huh? I said in my last favorites video that Oblivion was my favorite video game, but that was because Skyrim hadn't came out yet. And Skyrim, I would have to say, is one of the most amazing games I've ever played. It's RPG, which means role-playing game, and you can pretty much go anywhere on this game. If you see a mountain, you can climb all the way to the top of the mountain and jump off if you want to. It is so amazing. There's so many things you can do. It's pretty much like a never-ending game. Okay, glitter critters, so that is all for my favorites video. I had so much fun showing you all of my favorite things, my munchies, my favorite beauty products, my favorite video games, songs, TV shows, and all of that good stuff. And I thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a happy new year. Stay tuned for more fun, glitterful videos coming up, and have a glitterful day.
Wait, is that a glitter critter back there? Wait, it's getting away. Here it goes.
Are just so much fun. I get to show you all my favorite little glitterful treasures. Okay, so now it's time to sing the Glitter Critter Anthem. I'm getting a little too excited. Please subscribe to become an official Glitter Critter. And don't forget to add me on Facebook and Twitter. Yeah.